Well, unfortunately, the other day we were talking about a atrocity that took place with a Jewish woman being driven by her husband to the hospital to deliver their fourth child, being gunned down in the West Bank. We continue to tell you stories around the world we hear of anti-Semitic actions, and today, unfortunately, we're bringing you a story from Washington, D.C., here in the United States, of a young couple, Jewish couple, that was gunned down.
By a man from Chicago who chanted, free Palestine, pro-Hamas rhetoric. Now it's not just a story of blaming those Jews for living in the West Bank. We're living in our own country. I hope people understand how severe it is. You're not safe at home with this kind of terrorism that goes around. It all starts from this hate speech, anti-Semitic hate speech, as you've seen in universities like Columbia. But these individuals, which I find very sad, Yaron Lazinski, Sarah Milgram, they were a couple. They were about to be engaged in Jerusalem. They both worked for the Israeli embassy. They were staff workers. And Yaron, he's very interesting because he made Aliyah to Israel. He's actually a Messianic Jew. He's went to Melech HaMelachim, which was part of the congregation of King of Kings, Jerusalem, run by Wayne Hillsden. And so everybody's interconnected with Israel. Someone perishes, it affects the entire community. That's how close everybody is. But he was a believer in Yeshua. And imagine that. And it's making headlines now of his faith. And that's going to reach a lot of people, I believe.
When you look through history at the times where anti-Semitism hit a fever pitch, most of the people in that time period said, it's not that bad. That doesn't really affect me. What's the worst that could possibly happen? And next thing you know, the Holocaust happened. You see, anti-Semitism doesn't follow logic, and it doesn't follow compassion, and it doesn't follow any tenet that a normal person has. It's demonic. It's a spirit. And that spirit wants to destroy God's people. And even if you're not Jewish and you don't live in Israel, or you're not in the West Bank or any of the places that a lot of times that we just justify saying, well, that doesn't affect us. We're not over there. That's their problem. Now we're seeing that it's everywhere. The anti-Semitism doesn't just stop with Jewish people, because Hamas and these other people also want to take out Christians as well. This is going to affect you. It does affect you now. And now is the time to begin to take a stand against anti-Semitism and against the rhetoric of the day, and refuse to just let it pass on by without you taking notice.